guys, my name is Alan and this is Real Investing. Oren Livnat, an analyst for H.C. Wainwright, downgraded his price target for KemPharm from $24 to $12 a share. This was directly after KemPharm won approval for its ADHD drug Astaris. The morning after approval, KemPharm held a conference call in which Oren was asking questions of Travis Mickle regarding milestone payments. These milestone payments were an agreement between KemPharm and its commercial partner, Gurnett Point Capital. He was specifically asking if the conditions were not met, what the amount of the payment would be, and sort of the specifics about the other conditions that would be met, and things like that. Basically, he wanted to know more about the details of the milestone payments. And it seemed clear that Travis Mickle was unable to answer those questions. Likely not because he didn't want to, but because he wasn't allowed to, or it had been agreed upon with GPC that he couldn't answer those questions. I can't really think of any other reason that he wouldn't want to answer those questions. So, in reaction to this, Oren cut his price target in half. So, which I don't know. Everybody I've talked to thinks is pretty strange, maybe even a little suspicious, because if you think about it, prior to approval, those payments were already uncertain. We didn't even know that it would be approved, so we didn't even know that we would be getting any payments. But now it's been confirmed. I shouldn't say confirmed. Travis said he was confident that they would receive the payment, as from looking at the label, it looked as if the drug did have a 30-minute onset and a 13-hour duration. And if you think about the relationship between the two companies, Gurnett Point Capital would not want to disturb the relationship by sort of nickel and diming them in that way, and they would also potentially be making both companies look bad and making the product look bad. So I don't really see it being likely that they would deny any portion of that 48 million payment. But even if you did hypothesize that maybe they don't get the full payment, you have to consider all the other aspects of the company and what this approval really opens up for them. There's several other drugs they have in the pipeline with the serdexmethylphenidate. I think I pronounced that right. They have KP879 coming up, which could be huge for the company, a treatment for stimulant use disorder. So I think it's really short-sighted to be so laser-focused on any kind of uncertainty with those milestone payments. And it's also discounting, you're discounting all the royalty payments that will be coming in as well. So to me, it just doesn't make sense. And it makes me wonder if he has some kind of ulterior motive, or who knows, maybe he knows something we don't know. But in any case, I'd just like to encourage everybody to look into the facts, think about what the company's fair value would be. In my opinion, it's not under 200 million. Like, they're soon to have they'll soon have 100 million in cash. So to have a 200 less than a 200 million market cap is very, very odd indeed. And I mentioned this a bit in my text only video. I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry I don't have my mic hooked up right now. It seems like I hope the quality of the videos picks up soon. I'm trying to do my best to kind of put together a longer video, but I need to sort of update my setup. Kind of my computer just I do music too, so it kind of filled up with music and video and all that. So I need to get a larger backup drive and kind of work that stuff out. So basically, I just yeah. So what I was gonna say is there was a lot of weird activity around the PDUFA. We know that there were warrants which could be exercised upon that date, and we know that there were preferred shares which could be converted. So, and what we know from when the offering took place, it seems that it's a lot of these big players would much rather have money now, especially if you're talking about basically double their money, because the offering price was $6.50. So they were basically doubling or tripling their money if they were selling shares at those prices around the PDUFA date. So really, that was producing a lot of selling pressure. We haven't confirmed that yet. We'll know likely when we have an earnings call, and they'll likely, or also just the earnings release. We'll know how many warrants were exercised and preferred shares converted. So, but I think that sounds like a plausible theory, because the activity around after the PDUFA date on the 3rd and the 4th, it just didn't seem in line with that kind of that great news. Obviously, there's gonna be some selling of the news, but to me, that level of price depreciation doesn't really make sense. So, and then also you just had the overall market conditions, which have not been great, especially not for a lot of biotechs. So, but I guess the silver lining is that we're all able to we're all able to possibly add shares or buy in at a lower price, etc. But I also want to say this is not investing advice, and you should consult a professional before making investing decisions, and you should always do your own research. I know a lot of people don't like reading SEC filings, but it's fairly easy to get sort of, if you can't go to the primary sources, there are plenty of secondary sources out there. I definitely recommend the work of Agamemnus. He's a writer on Seeking Alpha. We did actually get like a hit piece, I guess you would call it, on Seeking Alpha, which was hilarious. We definitely, if you look at the comments on the most recent KemPharm article, you'll see my comment, and you'll see Agamemnon's comment, and I believe Mailman wrote a comment as well. And the facts were just wrong. He called the drug an amphetamine. So yeah, it was dumb. But it just seems like I don't know. I don't know what's going on really. But truly, like, if you look at kind of um, the value of the pipeline and the value of the drugs that we have approved, it's like ridiculous where we're trading at. So, but I hope I hope I hope people didn't lose money. I hope people didn't buy at 20 and sell at 850. That's no good. But if that happens in the market, every seller has a buyer, so, or every buyer has a seller. Either way, yeah, keep reading and talking. I value the community online that I've found. A lot of great people producing great content, great due diligence. So, and I rely, I'll say, I'm okay at research, but there are people that are a lot better and do great detective work. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.